Right now I'm going to be opening this up and showing you guys exactly which one I got. Ta-da! I did ask the lady to place it in the dust bag. So pretty. Even the dust bag is just gorgeous. Ooh. Something written over here, and it says, "She tucked her coral lipstick away and floated back to the party." Alright, so this is how she looks like.
So no, Mommy.
So pretty. Oh, it's so nice. Thank you. This is actually my very first satchel from Kate Spade. It's a freaking mission to get this bag. I'll probably talk about it later on after I go through the features of this bag first. I only have one other Kate Spade bag. It's more of a smaller crossbody. If you watch my vlogs and if you follow me on Instagram, then you would know before this I was into Michael Kors bags, and before Michael Kors I was into Guess bags. I decided I pretty much got everything I could out of the Michael Kors bags, so that's why I decided to switch to a different brand. Definitely excited to start a new collection. So now I'm going to go through the features of the bag. You have this tag over here. Doesn't really say anything, but it's just there. And then you have the logo over here. I really like this because this one actually kind of sticks out. All the gold you see as well is 14 karat gold plated hardware. 2 hand straps over here so you can hold it like that. What sold me right away when I first saw this bag is that I noticed, well, first I wasn't sure if it was a pocket, but then I went up close. I was like, oh my gosh, there's a front pocket and it's huge. I'll just take this out. I'm in love with the lining of the bag as well. I don't know if you guys can really see, but I really like how it's a magnetic close as opposed to a zipper, because they could have easily changed this to a zipper closure, but I feel like a zipper would have been too much. This is perfect to keep your phone in here or your keys. And then over here, this is where you hook up the long strap so you can use it as a crossbody or a shoulder bag. And that strap is this one right over here. Just get rid of that. So the lining in here is also the black and white stripes. You have the back zipper pocket over here. And the front of the bag on the inside, you have 2 pockets as well. This is available in 2 different sizes. So this one, which is pretty much the large size, and a mini one as well. The bag came in a variety of different colors, but I decided to go with this color because I do wear a lot of black. I figured this would kind of stand out with my outfits. I ended up visiting 2 different locations, and both stores had this color. They had one with like opposite, so the top was white or off-white and this part was black. They also had an all black one. They had a denim one with black. And the last color that they had was actually my original choice when I first walked into the store. And that one was a black with, I can't really describe the color, but it's one that it's really hard to find when it comes to bags. Again, the reason why I decided to go with this one is because I do wear a lot of black, so I was kind of taking that into consideration. And to me, this is a little bit more classy. So I'm going to try to tell you guys the story really quickly. The closest Kate Spade location to me is about a 20 to 30 minute drive depending on traffic. And if you're from Toronto, that location is Yorkdale Mall. As I walked into the store, I noticed all their different styles, but I immediately fell in love with this style right here, but in the other color. If you guys remember in one of my previous vlogs, I mentioned that Chris wanted to buy a new Michael Kors bag for me, but like I said, I pretty much gotten everything I could out of Michael Kors. So he's the one that bought this bag for me, of course, and he did set a budget. While I was walking around the store, I was actually texting Chris to see if he would, you know, change his mind, go a little bit over the budget. Probably like 5 minutes later, I convinced him and he's like, okay, fine, just go get it. It was between this one or the other color that I originally wanted. I don't even know the overall time it took me to decide which color I wanted, but it was probably like 30 to 40 minutes. I also had 2 other sales associates kind of join in and give me their opinion on which color to get. So fast forward, obviously I decided to go with this color, and at the store when I finally decided to go with this color, the associate went to the back and she was taking quite a long time. She took about like 15, I waited about like 15 minutes. So this whole time I'm just wondering, why are they taking so long? Do they even have the bag in stock? Oh my gosh, do I have to just, you know, stick with the other color? Long story short, they had 3 bags in this color on the floor, but they didn't have any new ones in the back. I only had 2 options. Number 1 was to get the other color because they had a lot of new ones in that color, and my second option was to choose 1 out of the 3 bags that have been displayed over the past like 3 or 4 months that have been touched and basically not new. I really wanted to just get it at that store where I was because I didn't want to go anywhere else. I tried to ask the manager if she would give me like maybe a 10% discount, but she said no. And then I tried to ask her again, maybe give me a discount and just put final sale on the receipt so I don't return it. But she said she couldn't really do anything. It's not the manager's fault because maybe that is the actual policy where they can't give a discount. But I felt like she was expecting me to like get this bag that's been on display and I'm spending like a lot of money on it. You guys kind of get what I mean. If you're spending a large amount of dollars on a purse, why would you want something that's been, you know, touched and that's been on display for a few months when you can get a brand new one elsewhere? So basically I decided to drive to a different location because again, all the Kate Spade locations are very far from me. So I just decided I'll get it over and done with and I'll drive to the other location. And from Yorkdale Mall, it wasn't too far. It was about a 17-minute drive based on the maps. I left Yorkdale Mall at like 5 o'clock. And keep in mind this was Sunday, so everything closed at like 6 p.m. So I left at 5 o'clock and then I got there like 5:30-ish. So the second Kate Spade location that I went to was located at Sherway Gardens Mall. It was my first time driving to that mall. It was my first time ever going to that mall. I was not familiar with the area, so I did get lost. That's why it took me a little bit longer to get there because I did get lost, but I did find my way there. Let me tell you guys how happy I am that I did go to this location because they were fairly new. I think they were like 3 weeks old there. And with your purchase of $200 or more, you get a tote, a cute little tote. So it was worth it, you know, just driving all the way to Sherway Gardens, but so cute. She is quick, curious, playful, and strong. Kate Spade, New York. And then the back has like the taxi. Basically by the end of it, when I finally got home and told Chris this exact same story, I was pretty happy that they didn't have a new one at the Yorkdale location because then I wouldn't get like a free tote with my purchase. She wasn't going to give me a box. I think she was just going to put it in a dust bag and then in the bag. I asked her and she said these are usually just for gifts, but obviously she still gave me a box. But I mean, come on, like if you're going to pay a good amount of dollars for one of your bags, you better, you know, package it up nicely. It is my first one, so I kind of wanted to feel a little bit special. When I got home, I was kind of picturing myself. I was like, is this a good decision or should I have gotten the other one? Because in person, the other color is super pretty, you guys, but I feel like I don't really have anything similar to this, and the other one is a little bit of a darker color. Because I wear a lot of black, that wouldn't really complement anything, so I think I made a good decision with this. Oh, I don't think I talked about the bottom, but the bottom has these 4 little stands, so it doesn't really touch the ground. The other thing I noticed right away about this bag when I first held it is that it's very light. That's a big plus too, because a lot of the satchels that I have and all the purses in general, when there's nothing inside it, it's very heavy, especially the Michael Kors bag. So that's a bonus as well. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it to this unboxing slash review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, this is my very first Kate Spade satchel, so I'm gonna like treat it like my second baby.